Amaco offers everything you need to make beautiful glass fused and slumped art pieces. The glass is sold individually or available in kits that include everything you need as well as the instructions. The only additional items that are required are safety glasses, white glue, and a kiln to fire in. Today I'm going to be using the Amaco Slumping and Fusing Kit number 3 that allows you to make 3-inch by 3-inch square dishes. After selecting the kit and the size you want to work with, you're going to select the base color to work on. And after that, you would decide what decorative elements you want to place on the initial base piece, selecting from the noodles, stringers, and frits that are included. Now, most of these don't require any cutting, but we do have some cutting tools here, and I'm going to show you how to cut some of the glass if you want to create some additional shapes by putting my safety glasses on first. And I'm going to grab the white here and use the cutting tool to make a deep score line, and then snap the glass into a new shape. The stringers are really easy to cut because all you need to do is hold them at the desired length and snap away from you. And the noodles should also be cut with the cutting tool. So now I've got some of the shapes already cut. I'm going to go ahead and start placing the glass down where I want it. And I initially just lightly set it on there, but I'm going to need to glue it all down before I put it in the kiln so that the pieces don't slide and shift on the way into the kiln. And let me show you how to use the frits that are included with the kit. These allow for a more subtle color and shading, and you could either put a little bit of glue down or set the frit down and then go ahead and use some diluted white glue to tack it into place. I've got a piece here that's ready to go. You'll notice that I have an additional piece of glass underneath. Now, we recommend placing a clear glass underneath your piece, and this creates a sturdier thickness and also prevents air bubbles from forming during the firing. Now I'm ready to go ahead and fire the piece in the kiln, and this is the Amaco Glass Excel Select Fire Kiln. And this kiln is designed also for flame working, as it contains an annealing door that allows the annealing rods to stick out during the firing. I'm going to go ahead and place my glass carefully on here. Now you'll notice there's a piece of kiln shelf paper. This prevents the glass from sticking to the shelf. And I'm going to go ahead and close the kiln and program it for the fuse firing. There are a couple of options here. You could do a full fuse that allows the glass to melt completely together, or a tack fuse that just lightly sticks it together and you could still see the shape of the glass. In order to fire the kiln, you can just choose the existing programs by hitting glass fire, selecting the speed. I'm going to choose fast because I have a small piece. That asks you for the process, and I'm going to select full fuse, and now I'm ready to start the kiln. Now that the kiln has cooled sufficiently, I'm going to open it and see what our fuse piece looks like. And here it is. This is what it would have looked like if we had done the tack fuse firing only instead of the full fuse that allows the glass to melt together. Now the next step is going to be to place the fused glass piece or the tack fuse piece on a slumping mold and refire it. But before actually doing that, we need to make sure that the mold itself has been completely covered in kiln shelf wash and that the holes are clear so that the air pockets don't prevent the glass from slumping, and that it's completely dry. So at this point, you just place the glass on the mold and put it back in the kiln and fire it for about 6 or 7 hours. Now I'm going to just show you what it will look like when it comes out of the kiln. And here is the completely fused and slumped piece with a flat bottom. And you can see it's just as easy as decorating, fuse firing, and slumping. So this kit and all the other Amaco glass supplies are available through the Blick website.